Darjeeling. I had heard a lot of things about this place. I always used to think I would be a part of this beautiful place one day, and fortunately, it seems, fate has heard my inner voice today. I am a student of St. Joseph's College, Darjeeling. Before coming to this place, I was an individual seeking for a change. And luckily after I got admission to this college, I felt, yes, Darjeeling is the right place for oneself to change. A place which appears to be as an artist's masterpiece, lubricated with different fabrics of life and colors, thus symbolizing itself as a paradise. But slowly, with the passage of time, I find Darjeeling as a paradise is just an illusion. As I walk the streets every day, I encounter only with waste. Each day I get to witness only the dirty ambience of Darjeeling. This bitter reality puts me into mixed emotions and develops in me a strong quest to explore Darjeeling and bring out the reality behind waste. And this is the journey of revealing the real Darjeeling, which lives on top of the west and proudly calls itself the Queen of Hills. In this little journey of mine, this is what I came to know about Darjeeling. We claim to be educated and civilized. But is this what our so-called education and civilization has taught us? Every day we pass by the same place and witness the same dirty streets, littered with all sort of waste. Yet we don't take any necessary steps because we feel it's none of our business. But it should be remembered, it's not only the environment that's dirty, but our attitude as well. Looking such a scenario of Darjeeling, my quest for exploring grew more and more. And first day, I went to several places like the hospital and the stand. Hospital is supposed to be a place for oneself to get cured and a heritage in people's eyes. But what is this? Here the picture is completely different. The biomedical waste has not been disposed of properly. Are we aware of the fact that this waste could cause us some serious health hazards? In this way, I was coming to know more and more about the waste management in Darjeeling, and came across many individuals, and one of them was Mr. Turing at the main stand. Let's find out what are his opinions.
यो त हाम्रो खास कारण भन्नु भने यहाँको मान्छेको खासमा जति पनि दुकानदारहरु छ उहाँहरु जति पनि लाग्छ मलाई उनीहरु अनएजुकेटेड छ हजुर उहाँ अनएजुकेटेड भन्नु मतलब तपाईको यो जति सुपर मार्केट महिलाहरु हुन्छ तपाईहरु सबै फर्स्ट अफ अल तपाईको के भयो म्युनिसिपालिटीको गल्ती भयो भित्रको हजुर जति यो भित्र दोकानको ब्रान्डहरु छ सबै बन्द छ बन्द भएकोले उहाँहरुलाई फिट्न असुविधा हुन्छ यहाँ आयो फ्याल्दो
र यो एउटा तपाईको यो एउटा शिक्षित नागरिक अनुसार के गर्नुपर्ने जस्तो लाग्छ
यहाँ हुनु त हामीले गर्नु त अब सबैले गर्नुपर्ने हो हामीले त गरिरहेर आएको छौं हाम्रो सिन्डिकेट एसपीएमएस को थ्रुबाट हामीले सालमा भनौं 6 महिनामा भनौं हामी सबै गरिरहन्छौं तर यहाँ म्युनिसिपालिटी जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो नगरपालिका छ उहाँहरुको आँखा चाहिँ परेको छैन
र आउँदो दिनमा तपाई के देख्नुहुन्छ भविष्य
त तपाईले के भन्नुहुन्छ थाहै छ अब यो महिलाले गर्दा तपाईहरु सबै अब यहाँ हाम्रो जति पनि जुन चाहिँ
Yes, really. His words does have a truth in it. That same day I found out many things which were simply pathetic. People throwing the waste wherever they like, whether it be a drain or a jhora. In Darjeeling, what I found was that the pipes of the sewage system are burst open in the drains, and sometimes they directly lead to the jhoras. Now what is this? Here the pipe has been burst open just beside the streets. These drains would lead to the jhoras. The jhoras in turn mixes to the river, which would cause some serious infections and give rise to many diseases which would be very difficult to deal with in the long run. Now this is purely hammering the first nail in our own coffin. This is a mental disease of our people, and this is what Mr. Dipendra has got to say.
Population density जुन जनसंख्या पनि छ दिनहु बढिरहेको छ र फ्याक्ने जग्गा केही नहुँदाखेरि मान्छे पनि विवश भएर जहाँ पाए त्यही फ्याकिरहेको छ र यसको व्यवस्थालाई चाहिँ सुदृढ पार्नको लागि सर्वप्रथम चाहिँ हामीले विभागलाई यहाँ विभागलाई कस्तो प्रकारले चाहिँ यो जुन मैला छ मैलालाई कुन प्रकारले हामीले यसलाई चाहिँ प्रयोग गर्न सक्छौँ किनभने वेस्ट म्यानेजमेन्ट भनेको नि गार्बेज हो त्यो गार्बेजलाई यो बायोलोजिकली मलहरू बनाउन सक्छ वेस्ट रिसाइकल गर्नु नै भइहाल्यो यो चाहिँ विभागबाट परिवर्तन र मान्छेमा पनि जागरुकता भन्ने जरुरी छ विभागले आएर घर घरमा त भन्नु सक्दैन तर मान्छेमा चाहिँ यो दार्जिलिङको सौन्दर्यकरण किनभने दार्जिलिङलाई पहाडकी रानी भनेर भन्छ र पहाडको रानीलाई चाहिँ हामीले कसरी चाहिँ व्यवस्थित रूपमा राख्न सक्छौँ अहिले हेर्नुहुन्छ तपाईँले बाटोभरि जाइ त बिहान पाख हेऱ्यो भने अहिले 12 बजीसम्म पनि के भएको
So what do we call ourselves? Ignorant, informed, knowledgeable, or wise? The next day was a day where I got to know many things employed by the municipality of Darjeeling. This is what the municipality have been doing over the years. These dumping sites contain all sorts of waste and not been treated scientifically. And looking at this, there arose an element of hunger in my heart to know more and more. Where would these vehicles lead to? Finally, it was found the waste is dumped at this disposal site. Here the waste from all over Darjeeling is brought. This is the main dumping chute, and yet again, as we can see, there's no treatment of the waste dumped. Even these workers out here are working in an unhygienic conditions, thus exposed to a lot of infections. And this is what one of them have got to say.
र हामीले यहाँनिर के पायौँ भने नि तपाईहरुको यो अनुहारमा र यो हातमा केही लाउने कुराहरु दिएको छैन
देखे छैन
जुन हामीलाई त अब यहाँनिर नलाउँदा कस्तो कस्तो लागिरहेको छ र तपाईलाई यो नलाई गर्दा केही असुविस्ता परेको जस्तो लाग्दैन तपाईलाई
लाग्छ बाकी मजबुरीमा गर्नै पर्यो
It's not only the workers who are exposed to such conditions, but what about the people living in the surrounding areas? Even they are exposed to such conditions, and it does make a difference. Let's find out from one of the locals.
असर भन्दामा यहाँनिर धेरै कुराको असर भएको छ अब यहाँनिर हेर्नुस् नाना भाटीको बिमारहरू छ जस्तो कि अब यहाँनिर अब यहाँको नानीहरू भयो अब यहाँनिर गाउँ छैन खेल्ने अब त्यो जुन दोकान देखिरहनु हुन्छ त्यो गाउँ छ सानोबडे त्यही गाउँमा खेलेर गएर खेल्छ त्यहाँनिर रुगामा घेर उनीहरूलाई अरूलाई भन्दा ज्यादा नै लागिरहेको छ अब त्यो उनीहरूलाई त्यो एउटा प्लस त्यो बिमारीहरू भयो अब यहाँनिर हेर्नु सबैले अब म्युनिसिपालिटीले
So this is what Mr. Vinod has got to say. So this is what the real picture of Darjeeling looks like. Clean Darjeeling is possible only when the seeds of change germinates in us. Yes, it's time for us to change, and the change has to come in the mentality. Unless and until we don't change, we'll be trapped forever in yesterday's world, playing the same old blame game. It's time to initiate our conversation with Mother Nature. So come, it's time for a change.
Stay, hey love, where you going to? You're not sleeping anymore. You're just trying to. Well, hey, stay love, where you running to? For